guys, g'day and welcome back to another video. Today we're out here camping on this farm, and the missus has taken the bus and the baby away on a bit of a woman's camping trip, so I thought I'd go camping myself. And whilst I'm here, I thought I'd give the car a really good clean and also remove all the seats and swap out all the carpets for some new true fit carpets that are going to match the blue color of this car. So no excuses today on whether you're busy building your car or busy camping your car. Today we're doing both. But as you can see, the carpets in this thing are pretty old. I don't think they've been changed since 1986. And if the carpets have been changed, it's only had new carpets laid over top of the old carpet. So it hasn't actually had a real job done to it. So these carpets are from True Fit Carpets, and this is Kingfisher Blue, and I thought it matched the car quite perfectly. So I'm pretty happy with that. And the reason this box is so heavy, it's because I've also got 30 sheets of sound deadening in there as well. And then to clean off the old glue that we're going to be, if there is anything underneath the old carpets, which I'm sure there is, we've got some wax and grease remover, and then we've also got the dissolve it spray. You've probably seen this in a couple of my other videos. Really, really good stuff. And then pretty much I've got a knife for cutting out the holes of where we need to cut the new carpet to fit where the seat mounts, where the seat mount bolts, what am I saying? A knife for cutting holes for where the bolts that hold the seat belts and the seats go, you know what I mean. And then I've got a Sharpie just to mark out some other things, and then a can of WD-40 and some quick dry hammer stuff. And the reason that I've got that is because whilst the seats are out, I'm gonna give the suspension seats a bit of a re-spruce, just scuff it back a little bit, give it a new lick of paint, and just spray some WD-40 in those joints to make sure that everything is operating as we need it to be, and making sure that we're getting a nice bouncy ride in this old car. So it's actually been raining quite a bit, so what I've done is I've actually got another setup on the other side of the truck, which I'll show you now. Everything has got drenched last night, so I set this up this morning. We've got the Emu wing open through here, which works really well. This is literally like a $80 setup off Facebook Marketplace, so would recommend this. So pretty much what I'm going to do, take out all these seats and put them in here, making sure that they're not going to get wet from the rain, and then ripping up the old carpet and seeing what type of mess is underneath that, giving it a clean, sound deadening it, and then laying the new carpet in. So fingers crossed this works, eh? So I've stuffed up a little bit. Under the center console there's this heater which is hooked up to these coolant hoses, and I didn't have anything to block off the hoses, so there's just coolant going everywhere. So yeah, if you do have an underfloor heater, have something ready to plug those hoses. I think I plugged the end of the coolant hoses with socket extensioners, so yeah, but it's whatever. So it's good. Now I can get right underneath this, do a good layer of sound deadening, and then put it all back together in a neat way. So now what I'm doing is I'm going around and just circling the ones that I need to keep, and that way I can cut them out from the carpet as neatly as possible, which will be good, hopefully. We've got one car being pulled apart here. The boys were working on this car over here just a minute ago, fixing. What were you fixing? The tie rod in? Just tightening up a couple of hoses. Just the classic Discovery thing, eh? Yeah. And then we got the vortex throwing going on over here. We got some llamas, some sheep, a donkey. There was some emus over here before. And yeah, it's just a chaotic time, but it's really, really nice. We got some peacocks too. Oh, I'm lying in dindies. Albino peacocks. How good?
This is a sick piece.
Found that in my radiator. That's not small, eh?
Nah.
What else is down there?
Flies.
Alright, so I'm not gonna win any prizes for prettiness with this one, but it's sound deadened, and pretty much what I've done is I had expensive sound deadening, which is the car builder stuff that is actually really expensive and really good, and then I also had some leftover crappier sound deadening, just like some eBay stuff, which I've been meaning to get rid of. So I probably should have done this a bit earlier, but now I'm gonna dry fit it and see if it actually fits. Rightio, so I started making a few mistakes last night, cutting around here and around here, so I decided it would be best to stop and take a little breather overnight. So basically what we're doing now is we're putting all the car back together, and we're starting in the middle and working our way out to the edge, and it says that you shouldn't really cut holes straight away, but I seem to have done that already. So what I've done is I've made these little flaps, because on the rear seats they'll sort of clip in here, and then this flap will sort of fold over it and hopefully give it a nicer finish. The other option is that you can get like a wooden chisel of sorts, put a piece of wood behind it and smack it with a hammer, and then you get like sort of a perfect hole. I haven't done that just because I'm sort of a bit stretched for time, but yeah, I'm going to continue putting this in today. And one thing that I do need to do as well is, because I pulled this heater out, which is hooked up to two coolant hoses, is I need to then reattach those hoses and clap them up real good. And because I've now introduced like an air bubble to the system, I'm gonna have to burp the system, which is pretty easy to do. Once I've put all this back together, I'll do that before I drive out here this afternoon. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep putting this in today, and hopefully put my seats back in soon enough to drive home. So wish me luck. So this is the final product of the carpet in the old Landcruiser, and I'm pretty happy with it. And in review of this project, these little things came out of here. This is actually for the back one, but you get the idea. So basically the carpet actually staples onto that. I don't have a stapler, I just have to be able to close the door at the moment, so I'll probably come back and put those on. But as you can see, it's sort of lifting out a little bit here, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't really particularly mind. Other than that, found $35 worth of coins and cash, which is pretty cool. So I'll fill up my little coin slots with that. So this is the new back window of the rig. I got it sign written with my company colors, and really stoked with how it's turned out. So if you'd like to support me and the channel and my business, head along to www.mahimedia for all things photography, videography, wedding drone, social time-lapse, and construction and trades. Otherwise, stick around to see the 12HT swapped double-decker bus project I've been working on. Or if you want some easy tutorials on how to fix up your classic cruiser, then check out the rest of this channel for all of those fun things. Whether it's retrimming door cards, adding a sun visor, EMU wing, tailgate storage, or doing a full two-tone paint job for your rig, we've got plenty of fun stuff going on here, so be sure to check all of that out.